Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Aaron Reynolds Stay-at-Home Show. Today is episode 7. Now you might look at me and you might be like, Aaron, are you celebrating something today? Is there something going on? Yes, you have caught me in the midst of a celebration. I am celebrating something today. I am celebrating a birthday today. Now, it's not my birthday. I'm not celebrating my own birthday today. No. So you might be wondering, Aaron, whose birthday is it that you're celebrating? Are you celebrating your daughter's birthday? Your daughter's birthday? Oh, yeah. No. It's not my daughter's birthday. No. Not today. Hey, you might say, your wife, Aaron. Oh, it's your wife's birthday. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah. No. It's not my wife's birthday. Oh, your son. Happy birthday, Aaron's son. Yeah, no. Your cat. Your cat's birthday. Happy birthday, Mousy. No, it's not my cat. No, none of those birthday today. In order to tell you whose birthday I'm celebrating today, we need to start off with a section of the Aaron Reynolds Stay-at-Home Show that we do every week so far, and that is the Rex Dexter Countdown. Now, if you've been tuning in to episodes of the Aaron Reynolds Stay-at-Home Show, you know that I have a brand new book coming out. It is a middle grade novel, an illustrated chapter book, perfect for you older kids that are maybe, a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. Perfect for you guys. It is called The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. And every episode we have been doing a countdown to the release. And today's countdown, drum roll please, is 0 days. That's right. The release date is April 28th. And I have to tell you, April 28th, 2020 is upon us, which means today is the book birthday of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. It's a big birthday celebration, and I'm so glad you joined me, and I can celebrate it with you. So, happy birthday, The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. It's your birthday. Oh, you got your little party hat on and everything. It's great. Oh, it's a big day for you. Now, you guys know, The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter knows that all birthdays usually come with certain things. They come with gifts. We'll have some gifts in a little bit. They come with sometimes special surprises. We'll have special surprises in a little bit. But no birthday would be complete if it didn't involve cake. That's right. And we have cake today to celebrate the book birthday of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Aw, you get a little... you get cake today. Look, you're turning 0 years old. Oh, it's a big day for you. Congratulations. Okay, so I think we need to sing. That's part of birthdays. We need to sing to The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. So I'm going to need your help for this. Everybody give me a hand. Yeah, I know I can't hear you. You can't hear me. I can't hear you, but we're going to do it together, okay? Here we go. Ready? Everybody get ready. A 1. A 2, a 3. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Cha-da-da-cha-da-da-cha-da-da-cha-da-da. Cha. Happy birthday to you. All right, make a wish and blow out your candle. All right, he's making a wish. That's it. Make it a good one. Make it a good one. All right, ready? Oh, you blew it out on the first try. Oh, congratulations, Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Oh, it's a big day. All right, so I'm gonna put Rex Dexter over here. So that he can enjoy his cake, and we will come back to him in just a little bit, and be able to visit with him, because it's time for another part of every birthday, and that is presents. Gifts is an important part of birthdays. And so today we are celebrating the book birthday of Rex Dexter by giving gifts to you. That's right. I am going to be giving out 3 copies of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter, autographed and signed in celebration of the day. And I am going to be giving those out to 3 of you that have submitted questions for me. Now, if you're wondering, wait, Aaron, what's this whole question giveaway thing all about? If you're not sure, if you would like to have a question read on a future episode of the Aaron Reynolds Stay at Home Show, then go ahead and leave a question that you have for me down in the comments section below. And if I choose your question for a future episode, and I read your question on the episode, you will win a signed book from me. So I have 3 amazing people who have submitted questions that I'm going to answer today. And so let's get right to it. It's present time. All right, the first question comes from Danny I. Danny I! Danny I goes to Smith School in Frisco, Texas. And Danny's question is, did you play video games when you were a kid? All right, Danny, let's settle in and get clear on this. Now, I play video games now, but I did play video games as a kid. And in fact, I was around when video games were like invented. Okay, so I played a video game way back, like back when people were first starting to play video games at home. I used to play something called the Atari 2600. Oh. Now, if you don't know what that is, and you're a kid, and you're like, that sounds really old, then if you watch the movie Ready Player One, they played the Atari 2600 in that. And I played all those games. I played Adventure and Pong and Pitfall and all the great classics. And so I used to play video games when I was a kid, your age. And then I graduated up after Atari 2600 to a Nintendo Entertainment System when I got a little older. And then when I got a little older than that, I graduated up to a Super Nintendo system, and then I graduated to a Nintendo 64, and then I got my first PlayStation 2, and then PlayStation 3, and then PlayStation 4, and these days I mostly play video games on the computer, on my laptop. But I am an original OG video game player, Danny, and so yes, I play video games, and in fact we have a place in our house where we still have our original Atari 2600, our Nintendo Entertainment System, our Super Nintendo Entertainment System, our Nintendo 64, our GameCube, and our PlayStation 4. And we have all of them set up, and it's kind of like our little retrocade. And it's super fun. We can play any of them at the drop of a hat. All the cartridges and games are right there to play. So, yes, I love video games. Congratulations, Danny I. You're going to be receiving a signed copy of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter for your question. All right, question number 2. It comes from Andrea O. Andrea O is a 2nd grade teacher at McKelvin Elementary in Baldwin, Missouri. Congratulations, Andrea O. Andrea's question is, who was your favorite teacher? Good question. A good question, Andrea. Who was your favorite teacher? Because you're a teacher and you're wondering who my favorite was. My favorite teacher in all the world was my 5th grade teacher. He was a guy named Mr. Hunter. And Mr. Hunter is very special to my heart, not only because he was a good teacher and he saw things in me that other teachers hadn't seen up to that point. He saw that I wasn't just a troublemaker, that I had a big imagination and that I was creative. And he saw lots of good things about me. But he read to us every single day. And I think in his class, that was one of the first times I ever remember being read to out loud, believe it or not. And he really, I think, is a big part of why I became an author, because he is the one who got me inspired by reading aloud to us to love kids' books so much. Okay, Andrea, you're going to hear later on in the episode how you will collect your copy of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. All right, we're moving on to Abby F. Abby F. goes to Southern Bluffs Elementary School. Abby F. She says, Aaron, did you want to be an author your whole life? Great question, Abby F. No, I did not. When I was a kid, are you kidding me? I didn't even know that being an author was a real job. I had no idea you could grow up and create books for a living. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a zookeeper. Yeah, that was my greatest dream. And then I got a little older and I discovered that a big part of a zookeeper's job, Abby F., is picking up poop. Yeah. And then I did not want to be a zookeeper anymore. Yeah. So great question. Thanks for asking. I am very glad that I get to be an author. Now, you three, if you're wondering, how do I collect this prize? How do you know where to mail it? Here's what you're going to do. Down in the description box below this video, there's going to be a link to my website. Go to the website, click on the contact button. There's going to be a place where you can email me and remind me that I read your question on this episode, and give me your full name and your mailing address, and I will be sending you your own signed copy of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Oh, hey, speaking of that, let's check in with Rex Dexter and see how he's doing with his cake. Rex Dexter. What do you come on? What are you thinking? It's you silly book. You don't eat cake like that. I mean, you're making a mess. Everybody knows that a book, when they eat their cake, needs to use a fork. Yes, that you're a mess. You're a mess. Here, clean up. All the librarians that are watching are cringing at looking at this. But see, you're giving librarians, they're all going to need therapy because of this. Now use a fork next time. Use a fork. Oh, that crazy book. All right. Well, while he's using his fork to eat his cake, it is time for another special surprise part of every birthday celebration, and it is a read aloud. Now that's not a surprise because I do a read aloud on almost every episode of the Aaron Reynolds Stay at Home Show. But today's read aloud is a special surprise because one day only I'm going to be reading from The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Now, I did read the prologue already. I read that in a previous episode. Today, I'm going to read the prologue because you got to have that. You need to read it. But then I'm also going to read chapters 1 and 2. So, settle in. You know how this works. Everybody get all snuggly, bugly, wuggly. Get all comfy. And I'm going to read the prologue and chapters 1 and 2 of The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Here we go. Prologue. The Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. Written by Aaron Reynolds. That's me. Illustrated by Hugo Cuellar. Very cool illustrations. All right, here we go. Prologue. Allow me to be completely transparent. You probably won't believe any of this. Even my best friend Darvish didn't believe me at first, and that guy will believe just about anything. When we first met in 3rd grade, I told him I was really a spy for the country of Poopsylvania. He believed it for 3 solid weeks. You heard right. He believed in a country called Poopsylvania for almost a month. But even Darvish had a hard time choking down the recent events in my life, which is why I haven't told a single living person what's been happening to me, except Darvish, and now you. Whew. Deep breath. Here goes. I can talk to dead animals. There, I said it. Are you happy now? I'm talking about animals that are deceased, bereft of life, no longer with us. Only, apparently, they are still with us. And let me tell you, they're a chatty group. I don't know how they find me. I'm not sure who is handing out my address in the animal underworld, but somehow they do. They find me, they talk to me, they pester me to do stuff for them. I become an afterlife errand boy. A word of advice, if you ever find yourself in a contest with the Grim Reaper or a mechanical facsimile of the Grim Reaper, make sure you win. Perhaps I've said too much. Maybe I should back up and start at the very beginning. Good idea. Forget you read this. Chapter 1. My story starts with a dream. We all have dreams, right? A fire in the belly that drives our spirit towards accomplishment. George Washington dreamed of being the first president with wooden teeth. Albert Einstein dreamed of having fluffier hair than any other scientist in history. Pepto-Bismol dreamed of a world without diarrhea. The first thing you should know about me is this. More than anything else in the world, I've always dreamed of owning a dog. A real-life pet of my own. I know what you're thinking. Why a dog? How about a cat or a gerbil? In my mind, a dog is the only true pet. A cat? No. A ferret? Cool. But no. A gerbil? Please. Of all the household animals, a dog is the pinnacle. No other animal can compare. And the best of the best, my greatest wish, my most fervent dream, a chocolate Labrador retriever. That is a proper pet. Don't get me wrong, I'm open to other possibilities. A yellow lab would also be fine. A black Labrador, also fine. Even a golden retriever would be okay. Not perfect, but certainly acceptable. As you can see, I'm not picky. I was practically born to have a dog. After all, my name is Rex. Rex Dexter. It's a dog's name, for crying out loud. It's one step away from being named Fido or Bandit or Spot. With a name like mine, I should obviously own a dog, but I don't. See this empty yard? It is devoid of canine. See the foot of my bed? It suffers from absence of pooch. See this kitchen floor? It is without dog dish. It is a sad state of affairs. My cruel situation is made even worse by a cold and ruthless reality. Everyone I know has a pet. Everyone. For example, there's Sammy Molepepper. Sammy Molepepper is the smartest kid in my class. She has wavy hair and smells of soup. She also has an English setter named Sarsaparilla. You can tell she's smart by her choice of pet. This does not mean I like her. I do not. Edwin Willoughby sits 3 rows behind me at school. He has a pit bull named Alfred. I respect his life choices. Even Holly Kreskin has 2 cats named Tiger and Sardine. Cats don't really count, but it still supports my point. 2 cats. And I don't even think she likes animals. She wrinkles her nose every time I bring up a dog. My only best friend has 4 dogs, if you can believe that. 4! It is greedy in the extreme. Here is a list of the pets living at Darvish's house. 1, a pug named Rascal. 2, a Dalmatian named Tika. 3, a Schnauzer named Hong Kong Phooey. 4, a boxer named Sir Barks-a-Lot. 5, a raccoon, fat raccoon, nameless, that resides in Darvish's yard because his mom leaves dog food on the back porch. Darvish insists that the raccoon does not count, but even without the raccoon, I think we can all agree, Darvish is a pet hoarder. One time, Darvish let me pretend that Rascal was mine and take him for a walk. He is a thoughtful friend, despite his pet hogging tendencies. 5 minutes into our walk, Rascal threw up on my shoe. So, I could tell his heart wasn't in it. Chapter 2, final chapter of our reading today. The closest I've come to a dog of my dreams was Bub. Bub was not the dog of my dreams. That is mostly because he was a fish. A fish does not count as a real life pet, but I suppose it is better than nothing. I had Bub for exactly 27 minutes. His name was supposed to be Bubbles. However, he suffered a very unfortunate mishap just prior to receiving his full legal name. It wasn't technically my fault. I was following directions given to me by a licensed professional. The guy at Pet Planet said to put him in water as soon as possible. Where was I supposed to put him in water? Do we own a swimming pool? Of course not. My parents are cheap. Is there a large aquarium in my house that is currently vacant? Don't be ludicrous. Do I reside on beachfront property? I wish. There's only one place in our house that is filled with water, so that is where I put him. It was just supposed to be for a second or two. I was dutifully filling Bub's little fishbowl at the sink. I was saying, I think I'll call him Bub. And that's when I heard the flush. Can I help it if my dad doesn't look for fish before he takes care of his business? After that, my parents decided I was a little under-responsible to have a pet. Which is ironic, because I might be one of the most mature, responsible, rational people I've ever met. What if you had flushed a dog? My dad said, which is silly. First, I did not flush Bub. Any jury of my peers would see this. Second, it is practically impossible to flush a dog down the toilet, unless it's a corgi or a chihuahua. I'm pretty sure those are known in the business as the flushable breeds. Oh, I want to go on to chapter 3, but I cannot. No, I will save the rest for you to enjoy. Hey, if you won a copy today of your own, my hope is that you already pre-ordered it, in which case you can keep the autographed copy, and you can give the other one that you pre-ordered to a very good friend of yours. If you didn't win a copy today, I hope you have already pre-ordered it. If you have, it's going to be delivered right to your little doorstep anytime now. And if you haven't pre-ordered it, don't worry, it's not too late. Order it now. It is out. April 28th is upon us, and it is out, and it's book birthday today. Hey, my friends, thanks for celebrating Rex Dexter's book birthday with me. I am so glad that you were here for this amazing celebration. And don't forget to tune in to a future episode of the Incredibly Dead Pets of Rex Dexter. A future episode of the Aaron Reynolds Stay-at-Home Show. Until then, this is author Aaron Reynolds saying goodbye, stay safe, and I will look forward to seeing all of you on a future episode of the Aaron Reynolds Stay-at-Home Show.